Hi, Mark. Today we will learn how to talk about experiences in English.
What do you mean by experiences?
An experience is something that happened in your life. For example, visiting a new place, trying new food, meeting someone interesting, learning something new. These are all experiences.
I see. So when we talk about experiences, we talk about things that happen to us.
Exactly. People often talk about experiences in conversations. For example, last weekend I tried a new restaurant. Last year, I visited another country. I had a very interesting experience yesterday.
Those sound like natural conversation topics.
Yes, talking about experiences helps people know you better. Let's try a simple example. Tell me about a recent experience.
Last week, I tried a new cafe near my house.
Good. Now add one more detail.
The cafe was small, but the coffee was very good.
Excellent. You just described an experience. One common experience is visiting a new place. For example, last weekend I visited a new park.
That sounds simple.
Yes. Now we add more details. Last weekend, I visited a new park in the city. The park was large and very peaceful.
That sounds like a nice place.
Exactly. Now let's practice. Tell me about a place you visited recently.
Last month, I visited a small museum in my town.
Good. Add more detail.
The museum had many old photographs and historical objects.
Excellent. Now tell me how you felt.
I felt very interested because I learned many new things.
Perfect. Describing a place becomes more interesting when you add details. Another common experience is trying something new. For example, yesterday I tried a new dish.
What kind of dish?
Let's make a full example. Yesterday I tried a new dish at a restaurant. It was a spicy noodle soup.
That sounds delicious.
Yes. Now we add the feeling. At first I thought it was very spicy, but it was actually very tasty.
That sounds like a good experience.
Exactly. Now your turn. Tell me about something new you tried.
Last week, I tried learning yoga. It was my first time doing yoga.
Good. Add how you felt.
At first, it was difficult, but later, I felt relaxed.
Excellent. Trying new things often creates great experiences to talk about. Mark, one of the most common experiences people talk about is travel. People enjoy sharing stories about places they visited. For example, last year I visited a beautiful beach.
That sounds like the beginning of a travel story.
Exactly. Now let's add more details. Last year I visited a beautiful beach in the south of the country. The weather was sunny and the ocean looked very blue.
That sounds relaxing.
Yes. Now we add what happened during the experience. I spent the afternoon swimming and walking along the beach.
That sounds like a wonderful day.
Exactly. Let's practice. Tell me about a travel experience.
Last summer, I visited a mountain village. The air was fresh and the scenery was beautiful. I went hiking and took many photos.
Excellent. Travel experiences often include the place, what you did, how you felt. Another interesting experience is trying new food. People often talk about food experiences. For example, yesterday I tried a new restaurant.
What kind of restaurant?
Let's add more detail. Yesterday I tried a new Italian restaurant. I ordered pasta and a fresh salad.
That sounds delicious.
Yes. Now we add the feeling. The pasta was very tasty, and I really enjoyed the meal.
That sounds like a great experience.
Exactly. Now your turn. Tell me about a food experience.
Last week, I tried a new dessert at a cafe. It was chocolate cake with ice cream.
That sounds wonderful. How did it taste?
It was very sweet and delicious.
Excellent. Food experiences are easy and fun to talk about. Another type of experience is learning something new. For example, last month, I learned how to cook a new dish.
That sounds interesting.
Let's add details. Last month, I learned how to cook a traditional soup. At first, it was difficult, but later, I understood the recipe.
That sounds like a good learning experience.
Yes. Now let's practice. Tell me about something new you learned.
Last week, I learned how to use a new computer program. At first, it was confusing, but after some practice, it became easier.
Excellent. Learning experiences are great topics in conversation because they show personal growth. Mark, some experiences are very special and memorable. When something is memorable, it means you remember it clearly for a long time.
Yes, like an important moment in life.
Exactly. For example, last year I had a memorable experience. Now we add details. Last year I had a memorable experience. I visited a famous waterfall with my family.
That sounds beautiful.
Yes. Now let's add more information. The waterfall was very large and powerful. The sound of the water was amazing.
That must have been exciting.
Exactly. Now your turn. Tell me about a memorable experience.
Last year, I had a memorable experience. I traveled to another city for the first time.
Good. Add more detail.
I visited many famous places and tried local food.
Excellent. Memorable experiences are great stories to share in conversations. Sometimes experiences are surprising. Something unexpected happens. For example, yesterday I had a surprising experience. Sometimes experiences are surprising. Something unexpected happens. For example, yesterday I had a surprising experience.
What happened?
Let's look at an example. Yesterday, I had a surprising experience. While I was walking in the park, I suddenly met my old teacher.
That must have been surprising.
Yes. Now we add what happened next. We talked for a while and shared news about our lives.
That sounds like a pleasant surprise.
Exactly. Now you try. Tell a surprising experience.
Last week, I had a surprising experience. I met my childhood friend at the train station.
Good. Add more detail.
We had not seen each other for many years, so we talked for a long time.
Excellent. Unexpected meetings often create interesting experiences. Excellent. Unexpected meetings often create interesting experiences.
Yes.
Have you had any interesting experiences recently?
Yes, last weekend I visited a new park near my house.
What was the park like?
It was very large and had many trees. Many people were walking and exercising there.
That sounds nice. What did you do there?
I walked around the lake and took some photos.
That sounds like a relaxing experience.
Yes, I really enjoyed it.
Excellent. You described your experience clearly and naturally. Mark, not all experiences are easy or pleasant. Sometimes people talk about difficult experiences.
Yes, everyone has difficult moments.
Exactly. For example, last week I had a difficult experience. Now we add details. Last week I had a difficult experience. I lost my wallet while traveling.
That sounds stressful.
Yes. Now let's add what happened next. I spent a long time looking for it. Finally, someone returned the wallet to me.
That's a relief.
Exactly. Now let's practice. Tell me about a difficult experience.
Last month, I had a difficult experience.
My computer suddenly stopped working.
What happened next?
I had to take it to a repair shop. After 2 days, it worked again.
That must have been stressful. Difficult experiences often become interesting stories. Another type of experience is when someone helps you. These experiences often feel warm and positive. For example, yesterday I had a helpful experience.
What happened?
Listen to this example. Yesterday I had a helpful experience. I was lost in a new part of the city.
That must have been confusing.
Yes, a kind person showed me the correct direction.
That was very helpful.
Exactly. Now your turn. Tell a helpful experience.
Last week, I had a helpful experience. I couldn't find a book in the library. A librarian helped me find it.
Excellent. Helpful experiences often make conversations positive. Sometimes people describe an experience with only one sentence. For example, I visited a museum.
That sounds very short.
Exactly. Let's extend it. I visited a museum last weekend. The museum had many interesting paintings.
That already sounds better.
Yes. Now add another detail. I spent 2 hours there and learned many things about art.
Now the experience feels more complete.
Exactly. When you describe experiences, you can add where it happened, what you saw or did, how you felt. These details help your conversation become more engaging. Mark, now let's practice a full conversation about experiences. Remember the structure we learned: when it happened, where it happened, what happened, how you felt. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Have you had any interesting experiences recently?
Yes, I had an interesting experience last weekend.
Tell me about it.
Last weekend, I visited a new art exhibition in the city. The exhibition had many modern paintings and sculptures.
That sounds fascinating. What did you like the most?
I liked a painting that showed a beautiful landscape. The colors were very bright and peaceful.
That must have been inspiring. How did you feel after visiting the exhibition?
I felt very relaxed and inspired. It was a great experience.
Excellent. You described the experience clearly with details. Now let's try a small challenge. I will give you a situation, and you tell a short experience. Ready?
Ready.
Situation. You tried a new activity. Tell the story.
Last month, I tried rock climbing for the first time. At first, I felt nervous, but after some practice, I enjoyed it very much.
That sounds exciting.
Next situation. You visited a new place.
Last week, I visited a new park near my house. The park had many trees and a beautiful lake. I walked around and took some photos.
That sounds like a relaxing experience.
Excellent storytelling. You described the experiences clearly and naturally. Mark, let's review what we learned today. What is an experience?
An experience is something that happened in our life.
Correct. When describing an experience, what information can we include?
When it happened, where it happened, what happened, how we felt.
Excellent. Let's remember the simple formula. When to where to what happened to feeling. This structure helps you describe experiences clearly. You don't need complicated vocabulary. Simple English can create meaningful conversations. In the next episode, we will learn how to express opinions and thoughts in English conversations. Thank you for practicing today. See you in episode 14.